Patrick Cook here. Hey, welcome to session 32 of our Mastering Mandelbulb 3D Formulas. Now, let's be fair to everybody. And what I've been doing is in DEcombinate Hybrid Mode, I've been using dIFS formulas, shape formulas. And I did that because it's much easier to understand how you have the volumetric Boolean behavior, where the shapes, as we could see, what would be either combined or they'd be subtracted from one another. Okay, so the reason I did the dIFS is to help you visually see what's going on. But the DEcombinate works just as fine over with the escapetime formulas. And as you know, the escapetime formulas are 3D, 4D, and the ADS, but the ADS are transform formulas. So let's shift gears a little bit. We're going to stay in DEcombinate, but we're going to go over and we're going to experiment with escapetime formulas, and we're going to leave the dIFS formulas behind for the moment. All right, in order to do this, I need to clean up. I'm going to do a reset. I'll calculate. I'm going to move this graphic back in the middle here and recalculate. There we go. So I got a nice setup here. Now that forced me back to alternate hybrid mode. All my formulas were cleared out. All the properties are gone. If I hadn't saved it over here, I've lost all of that previous formula configuration. All right, so let's focus on DEcombinate using escapetime formulas. This is where it gets really crazy. So I'm going to go into DEcombinate, and I'm going to take, well, let's just stay with integer power, okay, since we know what it looks like. And for the second formula in DEcombinate, I don't know. Let's try Amazing Surf. All right, where is Amazing Surf? Here. No, let's do Amazing Box. There we go. Amazing Box. I'm DEcombinate now. In alternate hybrid mode, I layered one graphic object onto another, right? In Interpolate hybrid mode, two formulas are mathematically averaged together. DEcombinate, you have a volumetric Boolean type of combination. So this should be interesting. So if I do Amazing Box in formula set number 2 and integer power in formula set number 1, keep in mind, you remember that these DEcombinate, they're sets. I just happen to have one formula per set, what I have right now. Let's just punch this and see what happens. All right. Okay. Okay. And I have inside and outside selected here. Inside and outside, which I'm saying I'm allowing the Mandelbulb3D application to determine whether or not I'm looking inside the graphic or outside the graphic. So what I have right here is I have a DEcombinate of the integer power and the Amazing Surf. Okay? And that's pretty cool. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense because, you know, but that's the way it is. Now, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's change this integer power to something else. I don't know. Let's see. How about one of the Beth? Beth 432 and Amazing Box as a second DEcombinate. There we go. All right. Okay. Now I'm combining a Beth32, and an amazing box. I'm only trying to show the DEcombinate of escapetime formulas. That's all I'm trying to do right now. So let's pick another one. Let's get right down, way down in here. All right, how about this? T-glad tetra combined with Beth432. That is a DEcombinate of two formulas with their default properties. I haven't modified any properties, okay? DEcombined. Now, let's since we have this, let's get ourselves down here to this DEcomb, and let's see what the different settings look like. Now, with the minimum, the min setting right here, what's being shown on the screen are the two Mandelbulb objects, that is the Beth432, along with the T-glad tetra, are being shown combined. So that's what these two objects look like combined with the min setting. All right, let's go to max. Now the max should only show us where the two actually combine or touch. Let's see what it looks like. There we go. All right, so that's the graphic that we get with two formulas in DEcombinate mode that's set for a DEcom of max. In other words, that is where the two Mandelbulb objects actually interact with one another. That's what we're seeing. We're only seeing the portions of the bulbs that touch one another, that intersect with one another. That's a very key concept, because as you can see here, the difference between max and min are light years apart. And this is how you pull out the creative aspects of working with the Mandelbulb objects by manipulating how they combine and how you display that combination. All right, so that's the min. Here's the max again. It's only showing where the two objects have actually intersected with one another. Dramatically different graphic. Let's go invert max. Why not? We're here. All right. So that's the inversion of where the two objects intersect. Very similar to min. Let's go to mix now. Okay. That's where the two objects intersect. Wow. That is really cool. And that is Beth432 and T-glad tetra, and I really haven't even touched the power of DEcombinate, because I've only got one formula assignment per DEcombinate set or part. And this is what I get. It gets pretty crazy. All right? All right, we'll end this session here. I'll see you back in the next. All right, I'll see you there. We'll continue this.